you are our third member of the Soccer Saturday team that we've had on recently. We had Cammy and we had Alan McAnally last week as well. Now, both of them both said, without conferring, that the best part of doing that show was the Friday night in the hotel. Do you agree?
Do you know what? It was the most wonderful experience, just to be there with the lads. And Sam will know what it's like. There's no better thing. People say about the fun and everything. It was great playing, but it was the banter in the dressing room. And that's what it was on Soccer Saturday. So the Friday nights, I worked for Sky for like 22 years. Soccer Saturday for, obviously can't even remember how many shows. Not once in my life did I think, I don't want to go to London. Every Friday night, I couldn't wait to get down there to see the lads, to have a chat. And it was wonderful. I don't know whether Cammy told the story, but Friday nights, we used to stay in the Marriott in Kensington.
That's right, yeah.
Which in Kensington, if you picture it geography-wise, you're close to Chelsea, you're close to Fulham, you're close to QPR, you're close to Brentford. So you had a lot of teams staying in that hotel, so you'd see players milling around and everything. Cammy tells the most wonderful story. This Friday night, Sunderland are staying in the hotel. Who's manager of Sunderland?
It's Roy Keane.
It's Roy Keane.
Oh, it's Roy Keane.
And
Was it?
They're in the bottom three in the Premier League. They are struggling like mad. But Cammy's like that. He's saying, about 9:30, getting in the lift on the 4th floor, like going to meet the lads down at the bar. And he says, gets in there. He says, and the lift goes like that. It goes, zoom, stops on the 3rd floor. The doors open like that. Who's standing there? Roy Keane. And he says, he's like that. He says, he doesn't even acknowledge me. He doesn't say anything. He said, I'm on the telly every day of the week. He says, he doesn't even acknowledge me. Roy gets in, stands to the side in the lift like that and just looks forward. Over the tannoy, it come going down. He said, I turned to Roy and said, I think that's for you, Roy. And what a great line. And I tell you, Cammy couldn't wait to get down there with the boys. It was great. He said, but even Roy smirked. He said, even Roy, he said he looked like that. But it was a great line. Just had to get that one in. But it was the most wonderful programme to do. And we knew what we were. It was a light entertainment programme. People could look at us 5 guys and associate with us. It was like sitting in the pub with 5 lads, all different characters, taking the mickey, winding each other up. It was like a dressing room scene.
And then Jeff, obviously, of course, was the master when he, you know, interacting with you and just doing, well, it's basically off the cuff, isn't it? It's like, it's not scripted, it's just whatever is happening in the games and going to and froing from the grounds and that. Like, I mean, I only did maybe 2 or 3 in my time, like I mean, but like Phil said, it was thoroughly entertaining in the hotel before and when we got to the studio.
But Jeff was the most wonderful presenter, besides you, that Natalie.
Very kind.
He was, how he did it, having all those, and he did have some stats in front of him, but he has stats guys speaking to him, director, producer, they're all speaking to him. Then he's having the crack with us, and then we're having the crack back, and he just keeps things going, and you're going, how does he do this? It is just absolutely, he's the best sports presenter, and we've had some good ones, but he's the best sports presenter by a million miles, and it is. And what you see is what you get with him. He was great, and he was always dreaded speaking to Sam. He always felt that he didn't like Jeff, and it was always like that, even with Sir Alex. I remember doing one interview and Sir Alex is in the background as we're off screen and he's going like that, what time are you coming on? What time do we finish? And he's like, next thing you know, I think he's got the lawnmower going in the background at Old Trafford. So it was, things were set up there. And we had one scene one day in the studio where all the fire alarms went. And we had to get out of the thing. You could hear all the fire alarms and everybody, the producer, everybody got out. And Jeff, like the captain of the ship, said, I'm staying. And Jeff stayed to keep it rolling. And we just had something on the loop, which was still going, which is being put over to everybody. But then when we got the all clear and we all came back in, the fire brigade were there and everything. So we all gets back in the studio. And the first thing that comes on Jeff has only got the fireman's helmet on. And
No.
he's sitting there. And as they come on, Jeff's going, whew, bit warm in here. It was timing. Timing is everything in whatever you do in life. And it just happened like that. Next thing, Jeff goes like that to all the firemen. Come on, all get on screen. And they're all standing behind us on the set.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen that clip.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
I should have done.
It was just the most wonderful thing. And they all had pictures taken with us. So it was great.
But we should clear that up, Sam, quickly.
No, yeah, but, you know, they used to, you know, we were so thankful for, you know, Sky and what they did to the Premier League and what they did for us all. Like, I mean, I was most grateful. And I've always said, if ever Sky ever wanted to come, it was never a problem. But I was always doing interviews on the pitch before the game.
Yeah.
Because you know, the responsibility of like 2 minutes, 3 minutes live before a game, that builds the network and the show up even more, because you're actually speaking to managers before the game. Like, I mean, and as him not like him, he's total rubbish, the daft sod. We beat Portsmouth away, and we're staying in the hotel before we're travelling home the day after, and Jeff's having a few days in retreat in this spa. Like, I mean, well, he didn't get in bed till about 3 a.m. So the spa went out the window, like, I mean, because we'd got back and we'd got our own room and we'd loaded up a few beers, you know, a couple of bottles of wine and all that. And we went, hey, come on, get in here, like, I mean. So, yeah, we managed to see him off that light. There's my staff and then Jeff's like talking about all sorts of great stuff, like, I mean. So, which was great them days. Fantastic.
So Jeff, we love you. We love listening to you on Talk.
I spoke to him this morning.
Well,
anyway.
there you go. Sam
You know.
always liked you.
Yeah.